Welcome you all to today's life. I'm working in my neighborhood with Joel, and today we want to look at what we've been able to do from January to date. Apparently, now it's 4 months for the year to end, and the question is, what have you really done? And a lot of people might be thinking it is too late to begin something in 2025. Though with 4 months, but it's still not too late. So I might give some steps that to help you live a life of intention or intentionality. It's never too late. Actually, today's video is not about farming, but it's about living purposefully. So Joe, you'll be talking. Joe said he doesn't want to talk, but nevertheless, so we'll still talk. So 4 months more for 2025 to end. So what have you achieved so far? What have you done? The goals you set for 2025, have you been able to achieve it? If not, do you still want to wait for the year to end before you start doing something? I don't think that's the best thing to do. So there are some few things that you can do to live purposefully, or you can do to live intentionally. So number one, you need to really define what you want to do in life, what you want to become, and where you want to go. Yes. So first of all, you need to know what you want to do or who you want to become actually. If you really define who you want to become, then you can be able to define, or it will help you to link what you want to be to doing what you want to do. So first of all, who do you want to be? Do you want to just be an ordinary person living in a community, just doing ordinary things? If you continue to live ordinarily, you continue to be ordinary, and the results will be the same. But if you really want to change your life, you really want to see transformation, you need to move from that comfort zone, from living ordinary to the extraordinary. So what do you do? Within this, I had somebody saying that if you really want to change your life, you have maximum 6 months to change your life. So first of all, you need to know who you want to be. Based on that, then you can determine what you do. Who are going to be your friends? The kind of people you associate, the kind of environment you find yourself. So these are things that you need to think about. So for instance, let's pick a typical example. If I want to become rich, I want to become wealthy, what do I need to do? Number one, I need to look for a mentor that I want to be like, let's say, Jeff Bezos, or I want to be like Elon Musk, or I want to be in Africa, I want to be like Dangote and co. So what do I need to do? One, I need to cut down a lot of expenses. I don't need to spend money anyhow. Any money that comes to my hand, I have to do what? Put it to a very good use. This is Joel. So I need to put it to a very good use. I don't need to be spending money anyhow. I don't need to do impulse buying. So number two, if I cut down my expenses, now where or whom I want to become, what knowledge do I need? What information do I need? So you need to equip yourself with the knowledge, with books, with videos that will help you get to where you want to get to. So that is number two. You begin to absorb information. Information is very important. If today you don't get the information that if you put money into, let's say, MTN shares, and maybe you put 5,000 into MTN shares, and by the time the year ends, that 5,000 will change to let's say 10,000. If you don't get that information, you don't get the right instrument, you will not be able to, you don't get the right instrument, the right data. At the end of the day, you will just be, you will never put your money into any good investment. So, like I was saying, Joe, let's hang around here small so that I can face, I need the sun to kind of like shine on me small. So if you don't have that information, information is very important. Work on information. Get information. Read the news. Sometimes the news might even be bad for you. Read books. So if you maybe you want to do more of investments, so the investment you want to do, you have to read about which kind of investment you want to do. If it is about real estate, read more information about real estate business investment. If it's about stock, read about the stocks that you want to invest into. If it's about automobile business, read about more about automobile. So if you want to go into hospitality management, read about more about hospitality management information or investment information. So you don't just sit down and say that, okay, you want to become a business person or you want to become wealthy, you want to be rich. So for that matter, you are just there. You need information to become who you want to become. So the data you absorb, the information, the knowledge that you absorb is very important. Then number two, you associate yourself with people who are on the path that you are going. You need to associate yourself with the people that are on the same path that you want to go. So if, assuming you want to become a real estate investor or you want to be rich, you want your investment to be into real estate, and you are associating yourself with, let's say, cosmetologists, people who are into hairdressing, look, you are in a wrong field. So, or you are associating yourself with friends that do not talk about investment. You will never, ever, ever be able to do what? To get the information, to get the right data, to invest into the real estate that you want to go into. So the people, the network that you associate yourself with is very important. For instance, I'm creating content. I have network of content creators that I associate myself with to get the current trends, to get the current information, how YouTube is supposed to perform. So these are very important information or network that you need to associate yourself with. Example, people who play the golf, they go to the golf park not just because they want to chase that small ball. No, they are going to the golf park to network with business people, business-minded people. So if you are out there and your circle of friends do not talk about where you want to go, then it's about time you change those friends. Number three, or the third point, to live purposefully. You don't waste time. Time really flies like what? Like spirit. When you pour spirit right now, or you open a bottle of that contains spirit right now, it can vanish within, or it can evaporate within the shortest possible time. So the time also flies like that. Look at what you spend your time on. Look at the activities that consume so much of your time. That is not productive. So you need to begin to do things that are what? Productive. It is very important and so important that when you wake up in a day, what do you use your time for? For me, I don't associate myself with people or friends that do not have anything productive to do within the day or within the 24 hours. If I have to go to work, I go to work. I close, I come home, I look for something productive to do for myself too. The work that I go and work for my employer, for me to be paid, for me to earn money. When I come home, what do I do with the rest of the time in the 24 hours? So if your employer is taking, let's say, 8 hours, productive hours, plus, let's say, 2 hours auxiliary preparation, transportation to work and all and co. And you get to the work environment and you work for 8 hours. So let's say 10 hours for your employer. When you subtract 10 hours from your 24 hours, you have about 14 hours. That 14 hours, what do you use it for? What do you do with the 14 hours? So it is very important. What you do with your time is very important. If it's a book that you have to read, let's say 10 pages in a day. So you give yourself, I don't want to make it a fix that read a book in the morning or in the afternoon or in the evening. Look at a convenient time that you want to read that book. And you don't just get up to read any book. You need to read books that are in line with your goals on the path on which you want to go or on the journey that you want to embark on. So you don't just read any book. If it is investment that you want to do or any business that you want to do, you read books related to the what? That field. So it is very important what you do with your time. If it is going to work, you should be productive. Don't carry work and bring it home to come and occupy you too. Whatever you have to do within the 8 hours, do it at work. And when you come home, use that hours from evening 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock to do something productive for yourself. Use it to build your business. Use it to build your life. Use it to build your brand. So what you do with your time is very important. So another very important, time is very productive and very important. It is like money. It is a resource being given to you. But if you don't use it well, if you don't use it productively, it is going to what? It is going to vanish and you will never do what? Get it back. Before I realize I have passed 20, I have passed 30, and I've hit my 40, and I'm on my way going. And the question is, what have I really done all these years? I am not blaming myself, but what I want to tell you is that before you realize you have passed your teen and you are on your adulthood, before you realize you've married or you've not married, and before you realize time is really going. So time is very important and you have to live purposefully. If another area that wastes much of our time is when we go to programs, weekends, weekends like this, if it is not wedding, it is funeral. Some too will go to work. But what are you doing with your time? It looks like time is so powerful. If you don't have a purpose, you don't know where you are going, any road will take you anywhere. So you need to really define what you're about. So the rest of the 4 months left in this year, in 2025, use it productively. Define something that you want to do. Define something purposefully that you want to do. Live intentionally. Have a vision of what you want to do. One, there are some few things you can do that I want to mention. One, maybe you might like to work on your finances to build your financial portfolio. So maybe one, how much money that comes into your hand. The money that comes into your hand is having two functions. One, that money is a seed. Two, that money is a bread for you. That same money, if it is assuming, let's say it is $100, or let's say 1,000 Ghana cedis that has come into your hand. That $100, part of it is a seed that you need to invest somewhere. Part of it is also a food for you to consume. You don't consume all. And it is good to also invest all, but it's also good you eat some, or it's also good you invest parts into an investment and part to buy food or to feed yourself for the week or for the month. So work on your finances, know how much money where your money is going waste and cut certain things down. Sometimes impulse buying, you cut all those things and do a lot of investment. Buy shares of some certain companies. If you're in Africa, you're in Ghana, you can buy MTN shares, but do your homework well before you do those investments. So that those money that you invest will be generating some money for you. 2, know the kind of network, the people you associate yourself with. We Christians, even when we go to church, from the church to the house, we'll roam and walk on every turn, Dick and Harry before we get home. Productively, that time the Sunday is off. You're already exhausted, you come home, you come and sleep and prepare for Monday. You have not really put that weekend into a very good productive use. So these are some of the things that you can do. If it is business that you want to do, start small and scale it up. If it is network you want to build, go out there and meet people who are in line with where you want to go. So this is something few that I want to share with you. I don't want to take much of your time. And this is something, it's about 16 minutes. And if you have any comments that you want to add to it, this is just by the way. But 11 with 4 months, and it's not too late. You can start doing something. You have to live purposely. You have to hide from your, sometimes if possible, you need to hide yourself. You need to move from the community where you are, lock yourself up, tell yourself for the next 4 months, I am going to be productive. I'm going to be reading productive books. I'm going to be visiting friends that are in line with what where I want to go. I learn from my mentors. I invest the little money that comes my way. I don't consume all my money. I don't use my money to buy a lot of things that are not useful. Somebody will tell you that when you use your money to buy things that are not useful, are not purposeful, you end up selling those things back. So you need to look at how you want to spend your money and how productive you want your money to be. If you invest into a company, a business, now with compound interest or compound interest, you are going to make extra money. So it is very important you look at your finances, you look at your network, and when you wake up, give yourself a task. Be result oriented, that I'm going to achieve this. Procrastination will come, challenges will come, but be determined. Be determined. People will laugh at you because you decided to be different, you decide to do something productive. But do not look at that. Look at the results that will come out. And those people who laugh at you today will be the same people who come and be worshiping you, and they will come and be laughing with you again. This time around, it's not going to be laughing at you, but they will laugh with you because you have become somebody important. Now you are worthy, you have money. So become a person of purpose. Live intentionally. When you wake up with a purpose. What do you want to do in a day? If you are running your own business, aside the business that you are running personally for yourself, do something productive. Do other investment that you can take care of. That multiples of investments. Learn other fields. You can give yourself that look. For the next 4 months, each month I am going to learn a new skill and specialize in it. So ask yourself, what skill do I need to learn? What skill do I need to invest my time in this time around? I'm not talking about, oh, I want to lose weight, setting goals to lose weight. No, we are talking about goals that you set and be productive. It will make you rich. It will make you somebody valuable in the society. That is what I'm talking about. So it is never too late to live intentionally, to live purposefully. Just change the cycle of your friends, change the conversation you're having, change your vision. Your health is also very important. If you're above 35 and you're going, up 40, 50. Check your health. Check the things you eat. Late night eating, drinking, alcohol, you need to check all those things. Your sugar level, check your health. Your health is very important. It's like fuel for you that you can run on to become who you want to become. I'll leave it here. So if you've come across this channel, this Aaron Max YouTube channel, we talk about business, we talk about investment, we talk about agribusiness, we talk about tourism. This evening, I'm out just strolling in a community in my neighborhood. My friend Joel is sitting down quietly. He went to the farm and he's kind of exhausted, but I said, let's take a stroll. Sometimes it's very important. So if I know that you definitely get something useful from this video. If something touches you, leave it in the comment section. If you have any ideas, any points to add to, put it in the comment section and let's take it from there. See you. Bye-bye.
Now I want to know that from me.